Hello everyone, thank God it's Friday. Welcome to News Wrap Up on Aspheric TV. I am Dayo Olujumo Ekuni, and of course Uncle Musti Lala is here.
Mustafa Abdul Malik is here.
Of course Uncle Musti Lala is here to give in details all the stories unfolding. Right now we're going on a quick break, and when we come back we'll have to discuss all that we have. Welcome back, everyone. Uncle Mustilala. A lot has been happening really in Nigeria lately.
A lot.
The insecurity that's heightened. A lot of killings in schools.
So sad.
Students and all young people killing one another. Yeah. It's very, very sad.
Very sad. Very sad.
Very pathetic. Very, very pathetic. Well, troops of Operation Delta Safe have in the last 2 weeks deactivated 39 illegal refineries within the Niger Delta region. The troops are said to have continued to sustain their operational tempo in the fight against illegal oil production and other sundry crimes through kinetic and non-kinetic means in the south-south zone. Well, Mr. Musti, I know you have a wide knowledge about this, so I would like you to, talk about this.
Every day, according to Shell, that was Shell, one of the major company involved in the exploration of Nigerian oil. According to their former MD, Sumonu, he said then over 1,000 liters of crude have been stolen every day. So when you quantify that into monetary terms, you discover that we are losing a lot.
A lot.
So, but according to what the military is saying, the illegal refineries they went after to destroy, these are very small of the oil people involved in the oil theft. The big oil theft are those ones that take across the sea and take it abroad. So, and back then in Niger Delta, you hear the military personnel themselves saying that, look, the major thievery of Nigeria crude is being taken from Nigeria and being escorted by authorities until they sit after Nigeria waterway before they go. So, it's when you hear about what the military does, it's commendable, but the main thieves who involved in oil bunkering, those ones are there. They are untouchable. They are the well-connected people. Their own is these guys. Those ones that the military now went to dislodge. These are just small community boys that bust the pipe, thief the oil down. Since it's crude, it's crude, so they have to refine it, get PMS, get diesel, get this one out of it before they can sell it to the general public. So these ones are very small, these things. So the main thieves, those ones are key people in the government.
In the government?
In the government now, in the system. So at least, it's kudos to what the military are doing. At least, for instance, in Port Harcourt, there is this black thick smoke.
I saw it.
Yes, environmental hazard, causing environmental hazard now. So even Nyesom Wike, who is the governor of Rivers, has gone after these small thieves, all those guys refining crude the local way. You understand? They flare the gas out of the crude before they can refine it. So they have to flare it. So during the process of flaring the gas out of it, that is when it formed this thick smoke. Last time I was in Port Harcourt, I noticed it too. When you touch your nose like this, you could feel it, the black thing. So it's good, at least for the environmental degradation and other things, they should go after them. You understand? The main thieves, they don't refine it here. They take it over there to refine. So, but these ones, the activities of these local refineries through crude means, through the means, all conventional means, those ones, they are the ones constituting environmental hazard to the people.
And one will begin to wonder why they keep doing this, even
money.
when
Money. the process of that local refining is not easy. There was one particular incident one certain time in, I think, around 2007 or so, somewhere in Eleme, in Rivers. During the process of loading, both the tanker and those guys within that local refinery, somehow it ignited and all of them were perished. You need to see the process. Maybe one day I will just get a video of the refining process so that you see it is something that very delicate, very is something that's highly inflammable. You know, this fuel is highly inflammable. Little spark, everybody will be consumed. So that is it.
Well, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has urged security operatives to maintain the level of professionalism displayed during the November 6, 2021 Anambra State governorship poll in the 2023 general election. Will you agree with the INEC? With INEC,
that you know,
really did a great
prior
job
to the Anambra election, there is this speculation that it will be marred with crisis, violence due to issues of unknown gunmen in the southeast. But at least we could give credit to the security agencies. There was a hitch-free election in Anambra. You understand? There was a hitch-free without no violence. No violence apart from harassment, which is normal in any political environment where election is taking place. So it wasn't a serious security issue. So over 35,000, both police, DSS, civil defense were deployed there. So where we have that kind of manpower to deploy across Nigeria, that is where the problem comes. So, but to be frank to ourselves, at least the security agencies that did excellently well in Anambra. So if they can maintain that template across Nigeria, not even across Nigeria, but at least where they are expecting crisis, they should use the same template for the election. Even before that 2023, there is a Ekiti election is coming. So they should be able to at least, there's one senatorial election in Ekiti that could not hold up to now due to crisis. So the INEC chairman last time he said they will shift it and hold it at the same time with the governorship election. So at least they should sustain that template. It's commendable.
There's a hearsay that 2023 general election is going to be very hot. What's your view?
Well, there's no any time that Nigeria election is not hot. You understand? Now we are not even seeing anything now, because all that is happening now is just an internal politicking within political parties until when their primaries when they are through with their primaries. So, but let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes.
Well, suspected killer of Dr. Obi Zike Donald Ibe, a 37-year-old medical doctor working at Zenith Laboratory and Kidney Center, Abuja, has said that he murdered the deceased with a cutlass because he attempted to lure him into homosexuality. I mean, I read about it and I was, should I say, it was sad. No, it's saddening.
It's Dio, the level of killing, how people take law into their hand to commit murder is getting out of hand. So it's quite something that is disturbing. It disturbs everybody. You know, you understand?
He said he was under the influence of alcohol.
No matter, there's nothing like no excuse in law. You understand? Under the influence of alcohol, and then you have murdered somebody. You understand? So there is no excuse when it comes to say, okay, no, you have committed the murder already. You kill someone. You say you want to lure into homosexual. That is just a pretext. That is just an excuse. There's no way in Nigeria that a crime will be committed that somebody will accept that. No, they must give a reason. It's either they tell you that the devil or this or that. So you understand? So, but this thing that is happening, to me, is a prelude to a failed state. A system whereby people don't believe or don't fear the state is not good. People should be afraid of their action before you just get okay. The other time it's in Kanu, like a 5 years old girl. The other one is.
Yeah, I was going to come to that.
So you understand? So people must be afraid of the law. When people don't fear law, we are heading for the doom. May God help us.
And why do you even think we do not fear the law? Because to me, I just feel many people think that the government don't even respect the law.
The law is meant to regulate and keep to keep peace and harmony.
But no one cares about
the law. But nobody care any law. Nobody care.
Because I feel because according to reports, some Nigerians feel that the government, some in the government are not even following the law. They are not obeying the law. So
you will not discover that as if the law is meant for the commoners.
Yes.
So and that is why some people will now believe that look, a Nigerian's problem is not from the below but from the top. You know, there is top-down approach and down-up approach in policy and some other things. So you discover that those people at the top, they're supposed to use themselves as exemplary for we the followers. But you discover that they abuse the law as little as obeying the traffic law. They abuse it.
I mean, when the president is coming, you have
president.
President or government.
President is even high. Talk about ministers are even small
okay,
ones.
Ministers, government status.
When they see red light, they will just one way and just go. So and you are expecting one taxi driver that is seeing them tomorrow. What will he do? He will jump and
I mean, if you follow the convoy.
Yes, you abuse the traffic.
Yes.
So that is it. So our laws, we have laws. American Constitution is as little as this. How many pages? In fact, it's not like a written constitution per se. It's not like they have a laid down written constitution. No, but you can see that both the institutions are working effectively to keep the nation working in order. But look at us here. We have laws. The laws are meant to serve as a deterrent. Nobody is afraid of the law. You understand? Which is not good. It's like as if we are heading towards state of failure. You understand? Which is not. It doesn't go well for us. It's because it's due to sluggishness in our legal process, justice administration, criminal justice administration. You will discover that take for instance a particular killing that takes place now. That case will drag for the next 10 years or more. You understand? So, but the case is being prosecuted and judgment passed. You know, now, for instance, like one of those that you said you want to take.
Yes, I'm going to get to.
It's something that all the emotions of Nigerians is glued to that case. If the process of that legal trial can be concluded within 3 months, you understand? People will now, someone that has the intent of criminal intent, will now know that there is a law. If I do this, if the law catch up with me, this will be my own case too. But at the end of the day, you discover that for 10 years, 15 years, the case is still dragging. So people will not assume as if, you could do this and get away with it. You understand? So our criminal justice administration need to be reformed. If we really want to get out of this, our criminal justice administration need to be reformed. You understand? Judgment is not supposed to last, especially on a case that has to do with like murder. The kind of murder that is an emotional one. Like so, when the case is being decided within a time frame, a very few short time frame, you discover that everybody will know that this case was decided and this is the judgment. If the guy is being sentenced to life imprisonment, good and fine. Another person, Mr. SYZ, that has that kind of criminal mind, he will think about his own action to say, I will not do this. If I do this, I will end up like this. So that is it. So Nigeria will need to go back to the drawing board again.
Well, Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State
Yeah.
has granted amnesty to 49 convicts on death row in correctional center across the country.
The states.
Yes, across the states.
States, yeah.
Of that number, 34 of the convicts were released, while 15 others had their death sentences commuted to life imprisonment.
Yeah, you see, one thing one thing our especially people on the death row, you discover that I can't remember the last time somebody is being sentenced to death and that person is hanged. I can't remember. The law stipulates that it is the governor that will sign the death warrant. But governors, they cannot live to that their oath of office. So no governor want to soil his hands with somebody's blood. So most of them, at the end of the day, what they usually do is to grant them amnesty or to commute it to life imprisonment. So at least Governor Tom he has tried, but more needs to be done. How? Go to prisons. Our prisons are heavily congested. You understand? People on awaiting trial that are not supposed to be mixed with hardened criminals are there, languishing in prison. And this is a prison whereby they don't give them adequate care. So at the end of the day, you discover that somebody that was in a prison for minor offense, at the end of the day, is coming out as a hardened criminal.
Well, all these things were done under recommendation because
before the process of granting an amnesty, it passed through the AGF or AG of the state. So he will now make the recommendation to the governor. Then the governor now will now approve it. That is the process. You understand? So at least he has tried. He has tried.
Well, December 4th, 2021, a 5-year-old girl was whisked away by a teacher in Kano State, and a ransom was paid, 6 million. Despite the ransom being paid, she was still murdered.
Yeah.
As you can see, she is a beautiful girl who is supposed to have a glorious future, but she was taken away by a man.
It's really a sad situation.
Pathetic.
Very pathetic. You understand?
Very, very pathetic.
According to him, I listened to his is it an interview with the press in Kano yesterday when he was they asked him. He said, okay, he was giving the processes how it happened. To tell you, Dayo, this thing is pathetic. You understand?
Very.
This same teacher to this girl, he was the one that abducted this girl. The girl, she's a very intelligent girl. The first set of people that he sent for them to abduct the girl, she was in the school. She refused to follow them. She said no. So because she knew him, the teacher, she now followed him. And then he now abducted her, took her to his own house.
And his wife rejected her.
So it was, he said his colleagues from his school, they now came to visit, and it's like they saw the girl, something like that. He was just assuming as if they saw the girl. So he now went and poisoned her. Bought rat poison and gave you can imagine. When somebody is doing something, at least you should have that feeling. It should be that, look, this is just a child, innocent child. She doesn't know anything. He doesn't have that feeling of anything. So I just think
looking at the story, it wouldn't have even released her because she must have seen his face.
Yes, sure.
So he had the intention, I think, to murder her in the first place, because she's a smart girl. She would have confessed that I saw uncle. It was teacher that.
So, and the moment she mentioned uncle, the parent too, their mind will race through who is that uncle. Then police will come in. Police now decide to expand the investigation, and they will still nab him. So, but the main thing is that, Dayo, is it greed or what? Is it greed? At least with 6 million, he can say, okay, since I have this money, let me just abandon and leave Kano.
Even if he leaves Kano, the girl is still going to confess.
At least to say, okay, if he leave Kano, at least, and the girl she's still alive, at least the case won't come to this level of, say, okay, of murder. Understand? The case has already completely changed. So to murder case. You understand? But my question is it greed or what?
I mean, it's not just this man. The rate at which people do things because of money, wrong things because of money, is just getting high.
That last time, I think your editor last time he flashed one video where somewhere in Anambra State when they were distilling is it Hennessy? Excuse me, Hennessy. So the rate at which people go in terms of money is so alarming. Understand?
Just because of money. Mm-hmm. Of course, we all need money, and we need money, but
not at any cost.
Not
at any cost.
People are taking the life of a little girl, not just a little girl, anyone, just because of money. It's not just him alone. We have people all in the name of money.
Sad. People now organize their own kidnaps. People organize kidnappers to kidnap them to extort money from the general public in the name of ransom. People are just. I think our religious bodies, they need to change. They need to inculcate this now in their what they preach. You understand? We are just too desperate for money at all costs. No, we are no more afraid to say, there is hereafter. Even if there is no hereafter, what about you? There's a kind of money that you get every day. Because you'll be living in fear. You understand? We are talking about incidents of Yahoo boys. Those ones, as if you know how Yahoo boys they operate now. Parents enroll their children, their young men, to learn the art of committing this internet fraud. Parents support them to go to, in Nigeria we call them juju, on how to do sham here and there. Sham for what? To support their young men to commit fraud. That fraud, even if you are duping someone abroad, that is a human being. Someone that suffered to labor to acquire what he acquired, then suddenly you now deprive him of
Uncle
his
Musti, you're really right about our religious body.
So it's a matter of a religious body now. They have to wake up now. You understand? When we are saying school, there is a limit to what the school can do. So parents too, there's limit to what they can do. I read one article from OOU in Agoye. On BC Onabonjo University in Agoye. The professor now wrote that, look, he's talking about making comparisons, say, okay, these are future leaders. He's now futuristic about the kind of future leaders we are going to have. You see young boys between the age of 17 to 19 coming to the university with cars, exotic cars, worth 18 million, 20 million, 10 million. Some of them, they don't stay in the class anymore. Some of them, they are living in a duplex inside town. Lecturers respect them, bow to them. So what kind of future are we talking about? We are talking about future. These are future leaders. Tomorrow, leaders tomorrow now are Yahoo boys today. So what is really in a pathetic situation.
Very downcast.
So our religious leaders, they need to wake up. They need to inculcate this into us to say, okay, this thing, having money at all costs, at what expense? At our own hereafter expense. You are doing something that you know quite okay that your hereafter will be doomed. So nobody fear anymore. So I think our religious leader houses, they need to wake up now. Time is running out, but they need to wake up. It's not too late, but they can still do it. They can still do it.
Wow, stories upon stories upon stories upon stories, but we cannot exhaust them.
Yeah.
We keep having them. Well, thank you all for staying with us on news.
Again, before you end it, let me remind you about Nigeria, Tunisia, the AFCON. So it's coming on Sunday. We are prayer people. We pray a lot.
We really prayed for the last one.
So let's support our super ego prayerfully. You understand? We are now at the knockout stage. If we defeat Tunisia will go. If they defeat us,
They won't defeat
no,
us.
they won't defeat us.
They
Nigeria is one of the favorites in this 2021-2022 AFCON. Almost all the clubs. Tunisia played with Gambia yesterday. They play everything to make sure, because they are trying to avoid Nigeria. But towards the dying minutes, Gambia now scored 1 goal. Though Gambia qualified too. So.
But let's remain prayerful. That's what they need now. Wisdom. Thank you all for staying with us. Thank God it's weekend and it's Friday. We all can have the opportunity to stay with our families and rest, exercise. It's time to exercise and refresh your memory. Take care of your mental health is very, very important.
And if you must drink, don't drive.
Definitely. Thank you all, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles. I am Dayo Lujoy Kunin
and Mustafa Abu Malik.
Uncle Mustilala. Have a wonderful night. Bye. Let's go.